Over to First Alert meteorologist Lauren Bostwick now. It is a First Alert weather day here on this Memorial Day Monday. So how are things looking in the next couple of hours?
I mean, we can hear the thunder overhead.
I'm trying to ignore it,
yeah.
but it's right over our heads.
I'm trying to ignore it too. It's shaking our studio right now. It really is. We're starting to hear a lot of thunder, but we're also seeing a lot of lightning. That's one of the main concerns as of right now across really all of North Texas. But First Alert weather day, large hail and damaging winds, as well as a flooding threat are going to be the primary threats as we move throughout the rest of this afternoon into the evening. I want to go ahead and touch base on some of the storms that we're seeing and where we're looking at some of the highest threats for flooding in particular. It's over into Parker County as well as into Tarrant and Dallas County. If you're in any of those areas, we have an aerial flood advisory in effect, and it'll stay in effect until 6:30. Hydroplaning is possible. Again, like you were seeing on our live drive right there, all of the water that was on the roadways, you want to make sure you're being careful if you're headed out and about anywhere really along the I-20 corridor. A decent amount of rain has fallen so far. It's actually the most rain we've seen on a Memorial Day. Around an inch point in a quarter or 3/4 has fallen into the DFW airport, and believe it or not, that's the most rain we've seen on a Memorial Day, and we're already continuing to add on to that. Now, a lot of lightning is starting to pick up here across the Metroplex and into North Texas. Where I'm concerned about some of the strongest activity happening is over towards Azle. I'm starting to pick up on a large hail core right here. It's moving up to the northeast toward the Azle area. Heads up for you folks there. Over towards Waxahachie, you could be looking at a bigger hail core in your vicinity as well. Pea-sized hail, potentially even some larger hailstones will be likely. Over towards Jax County and Young County is where I'm also tracking a severe warned thunderstorm. What I've been watching, though, it's starting to lose its strength. It did have some bigger hail associated with it, but it's now starting to lose its strength as it moves up to the northeast towards Jacksboro. But again, heads up, gusty winds upwards of 60 miles per hour still probable associated with that lone cell. More severe weather will be possible through the day today, anywhere across North Texas. Isolated threat up towards the north, down to the south. That's where the most of the activity will be anticipated through the next several hours. Large hail damaging winds are the primary risk here. Tornado threat is low, but non-zero, something we have to continue to watch as we do work our way into the next upcoming hours. Around 7 p.m., it still looks like activity really to the south of the I-20 corridor is where the strongest activity will be likely. So keep an eye out and make sure you keep it here as we do continue to monitor these storms that pass through the next several hours. Flood watch is in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. If you are headed to work tomorrow morning, you could still see some slick conditions on those roadways. 81 degrees is your forecast high tomorrow. We do see activity linger in the forecast each and every afternoon, especially in the forecast on Thursday. We're watching for a potential of another First Alert weather day.